Boom! And we are live. So, welcome again, people, to the Military Guna TV. Thank you very much for joining me. And definitely, we have Tactical Manager TV in the chat early, giving problems. He's always been that mischievous. Man, I'm telling you. You and the USMNT fans should be having a good time. Should be having a good time, I believe. Definitely, I believe you guys should be having a really, really good time. Now, guys, all I want you guys to do is ensure that at this point you smash the like button. People, smash the like button. I would totally appreciate it if you do so. At the end of the day, we're all here to enjoy ourselves. But people, smash the like button. When you come in early, I would really appreciate it. So Tactical Manager said that it means that Jamaica will win the World Cup every 4 years instead of one. Instead of just one. Yeah? But what does it mean? World Cup qualifiers every 2 years. World Cup, not qualifiers, my bad. World Cup campaign every 2 years. This is a significant landmark in world football. This is a great impact on the football that we know. Now, things already been put in place. These things are already been put in place to manipulate the leagues right across the world and how they're going to structure it. As you guys know, if you guys haven't heard us yet, the Super League is also taking effect again. There's no new and improved format for the Super League. So there's also that impact that's going to take. Now, we should all know that most of this idea or ideology is coming from Arsene Wenger. Most of this. This was foreseen by him many years ago. Years ago, he spoke about it, especially the African Cup of Nations. We knew Arsenal always have a lot of African players. And whenever it's that January, February time when it's Cup of Nations, he would suffer the most. So he would sit back in his seat and think about it. How can I fix this? What can I do to fix this? How can we fix this? How can the players get more rest? How can the players play more competitive games rather than just playing friendlies? You notice that you're not seeing any friendlies again. So these are the things that are being put in place, have been put in place. And you can see that Arsene Wenger has been through these aspects of football, so is using what he believes is best. And definitely, it's not him alone. A lot of the senior members are agreeing with it as well. Notice you haven't seen anyone coming out and going against it, especially people in the managerial aspect of football right now. So it goes to show that they are coinciding with what is being put on the table. Now, let's have a look on it. I'm going to drop the link as early as possible. I have a few people on the panel. So we have a few people coming in. A lot of respect to those who are coming in. HJ90, big up. Thank you for coming in, bro. It has been a while. Fresh God, thank you. Jamie Ricketts, massive respect for coming on. Just drop the link as early as possible because we're going to discuss it. I would love to know what you guys think about these plans that are implemented and what do you believe and how do you believe it will impact the players that are playing right now. Will this be too much football for the players? Will this be a better way of approaching every single game going forward? Or could this also be a ploy to ensure that the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi stand a stronger chance of winning a World Cup before any one of them retire? So there's a lot of things to look at. Fresh God said, football is gone to the dogs. With all this madness, it is official. It is official. Nicholas Finley said, that's a good thing. So that is the reason why I opened the platform. I dropped the link there so you guys can come on. I dropped the link so you guys can come on and explain. What do you believe? How do you think that this part of football, how do you think this will impact the world of football right now? And definitely we'll also touch on how it will impact the Reggae Boyz going forward. What I want you guys to do at this moment is smash that like button. I would totally appreciate it if you guys do so. But now, let's see how this one is going. Jordana Linda said, is it confirmed? I will be reading the article to you quite soon. Jamie Ricketts said, fresh got gone, 6'6". Big up the shooter Guno, who the madman the click yes. The shooter Guno said, World Cup every 2 years is the best thing for Jamaica. Wow. So people, I dropped the link. Come and share. Come on to the panel. Share your point of view. Come on to the panel. Share your point of view. Also, people, the link is in the description of my Patreon. You can join the Patreon. We have continuous 24-hour chattings in the Patreon. That's what we're trying to do. Building a community using the Patreon that we can talk and have dialogue right through. Now I'm going to read the article. Get on the article. So guys, who wants to come on to the panel? You guys can do so now. If not, no problem. I'm going to read it right through. So, we have it here. Breaking news. FIFA have told all national teams that they plan to go ahead with a World Cup every 2 years starting from 2026. So, World Cup 2022, that's next year, Qatar. World Cup 2026, that's in the USA region, in our backyard. Then we have 2028, 2030, 2032, 2034, and so on, so on, so on. Now, let's look at it this way. Throughout my lifetime, let's see how much World Cup I witnessed. 98, 2002, 2006, 2010. Well, let me check it back. 98, 2002, 2006, 2010, 2014, 2018. Yeah, 6 World Cup. And I can say I officially watched 4 of them. 98 out of it. I was a child back then. 2002, I just begun watching football. That's when I actually witnessed Arsenal winning anything. So I can say 2006 and 2010 and going up from there on, I can say officially I was watching, and I mean ineptly watching those ones. I should have had a YouTube channel back then. So this year is coming from FIFA that they have officially informed all national team about the World Cup about going ahead with the World Cup every 2 years. Now, let's have a objective point of view on this one. Let's have a total objective point of view on this one. Let's look at it in a different way. Now, as we already have other people looking at it. So people are saying that this is the end of football because we know that the World Cup is an elite competition. And when I said elite, I'm talking about every 4 years because of how rare it is and the build up to the World Cup. It gives it that elite feeling when it kicks off. And due to that elite feeling, you feel as if you're a big part of something when the World Cup is played. That's the feeling that it gives to you. You feel a part of something big. No, every 2 years would seem as if it's been watered down. That's what we use in Jamaican terms. It's a watered down. It's becoming too regularized. And when it's happening so often, it becomes something more common. And when you have the World Cup turn into something so common, you will find out that people are going to be searching for something different. People will be searching for something different. So that's one way to look at it. That is one way to look at it. As Jamie Ricketts is saying, every 4 years brings that suspense. Every 4 years bring that suspense. Big up Ian Campbell. Massive respect. The shooter Guna said, that's sad. I'm 30 years old only watched 6 World Cups. That's terrible. Yeah. So imagine if it was World Cup every 2 years, You literally watching World Cup. You'd have watched like 12 World Cups. If the World Cups were every 2 years, you'd have watched 12 World Cups. If it was every 2 years. So that is maybe something that they're trying to bundle. You know, you can enjoy more. Now, look at this factor. So you have a player like say a Haaland, or use a young player in his 22, 23. He makes his World Cup appearance at 22. How much more World Cup does that player have in his prime? 22, 26. After 26, it's 30. So maybe he'd only feature in 2 World Cup where he was in prime form. Now, giving his country a stronger chance, we want to get those players. That's how FIFA is looking at. They want to get those players at least 4 times during their prime time playing World Cup football, playing at the highest level, playing for the biggest trophy. Because yes, we can say that Champions League is a major, major trophy. And we can say in regards to quality of football, you can find the best quality of football in Champions League final. But the biggest trophy is the World Cup trophy. It's not saying that you find the highest quality of football, but you find most teams playing with more passion, more heart, more desire, fighting. So you could look at it that way. So there's a lot of ways you could look at it, people. There's so much way we can look at it. Another scratch off to win. Big up another scratch off to win. Jamie, Jim Ricky said it's 06 me start. Yeah. Every 4 year brings that suspense. Every 2 year I go get steal. Yeah. Got a point. The shooter Guna said, how is it water down if you can't win it? I said, that's true. That's true. If you can't win, you can't water down. It just gives you more opportunity to enter, to more chance to be a part of it. It's an elite competition. This definitely gives you more chance to be a part of it. People, as another scratch off to win said, do not forget to like the video. Please do not forget to like the video. And if you do so, people, we also have membership. We also have the Patreon. You can join the Patreon, and you also can join the members and become a member of the military squad, a top Reggae Boy, top fan. Definitely join the Patreon. You get elite information straight off the bat. You join the Reggae Boy group chat by joining the Patreon. Pagan said star players will have a longer on the world stage now. I got mixed up with that. Oh, a longer time on the world stage. Okay, totally understand that. And that's true. So can you imagine if this was back then? Imagine Messi and Ronaldo playing World Cup every 2 years. At some point in time, I believe they would have won it. Noble Ultra Graphics said, that would be something to think about. I agree. It is something to think about. It is something to think about. Ganja Man said, as humans, we naturally oppose change. We literally don't know how it will feel, so why such a negative expectation? As I said, as human, we don't like change. We like things that we are sure of. We like to be assured that this is going to work. We like to be assured that this is what's happening now. And it's for due cause. That's what we like. That is the reason why people will oppose to it. People, don't forget to smash the like button. So people have the shooter gonna coming on.
Go on.
Big up, bro. What's up?
Everything good, man. Everything good.
And let me say thank you for coming on to the show your first time here on.
Yeah, man. Yeah. A long time we didn't want to come on, man, but you know.
Yeah. So what do you think?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on this World Cup every 2 year?
Um, in my it's also Wenger, you know what I mean. So the people, they higher heads in FIFA, they have no other rights, you know what I mean. Once also Wenger saw him say, and that
Mm-hmm.
for go, you know what I mean. And for me, a World Cup every 2 years, it actually make it better for Jamaican players. It
Mm-hmm.
make it better for the JFF because now you have you basically have the players. They will be more motivated. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? For know like yo, we can go World Cup every 2 years. So I think that we keep them their playing standards at a high level. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Because after a year of playing for your club, you know, so World Cup are gonna start the other year, so you that keep your playing, keep
Mm-hmm.
your level, your playing level to a certain level.
Mm-hmm.
And basically for me is it would cause the would have caused the more games to play. Jamaica would have more games to play, so
Mm-hmm.
the players that would have get to know each other more. You would have can kind of keep the same squad, even if it's like a 63 man squad. If you're
Mm-hmm.
calling the same 63, like every for the next 4 years, for the next two World Cup, you can use the same 60 man squad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or 25 man squad. You know, so for me is it will allow the players to be around each other more, get to play more games together. Whichever if it's gonna be tougher, if we have we gain more experience, plus the players that we get to be around him more, get
Mm-hmm.
to know him more, vice versa, the players that we get to know him, or whichever coach you get. So for me it's all about gelling. The
Yeah.
Jamaican team we get for gel better, you know what I mean?
All right. So
Yeah, so I would say for the next if the World Cup did start this year, I would have said for the next 4 years,
mm-hmm.
by the fifth year before the other World Cup, I think Jamaica would be as good as Belgium.
All right.
You know
So
what I mean?
so
Me
for example,
personally.
Travis Passo, I said, big up Travis. You can come on to the panel now, Travis, because the reason why I said see, I'm on a back left, it's a tapper. I'm on a back left, it's a tapper. Ian Campbell, back
No, but
left, it's a
no,
tapper.
no, what we have to use what we have right now. You see me? We
Me
can't come up
agree.
with
Me understand,
yeah,
man. All right, so
yeah. We
look at
can't
this
go
here
come
now.
up with that imaginary coach. You see what I say?
All right, look at this here now, right? What
Yeah,
about the aspect of the players improving? When you have World Cup every 2 year, you're
yeah.
gonna have players who ensure that they're upon top form for the following year
Exactly,
because the following year is World Cup qualifiers. And the
exactly.
following year
And
they
that
want
may
me
I
the
say
World
to.
Cup team.
Yeah,
And definitely during the season, whenever you have World Cup qualifiers are going, all
yeah,
players are try go on top form to play
yeah,
World Cup because they want me the squad. So you have
yeah.
players stepping up that competitive edge because they know say
Exactly,
World Cup is just right around the corner.
exactly,
So you try it keeps
exactly.
certain players at a higher level. No,
Yes.
second to that,
Yeah,
what about the finances? No, we should bear in mind that FIFA finance every nation who
yeah,
has who participate in the World Cup.
yeah,
Now, if World Cup are every 2 year, it means more viewers, more TV rights, more
yeah.
sponsors.
Uh-huh.
With more sponsors,
Yeah,
that are gonna chuck more money in that most nations them.
yeah,
Now,
yeah.
with more money to the nations them, there can be no more complaint about nations not having money to facilitate traveling to play
Exactly,
away games and
exactly,
also players coming
exactly,
in to play home game. Also, these finances can help with homegrown talents.
exactly.
These finances can help with homegrown talents. Tactical
Yeah.
Manager TV, big up. You need Rene Simoes back. It would seem that
Yeah,
way.
so like I say, if it's a World Cup every 2 years, that means that it'll keep. All right, for instance, Antonio right now, if it did start even this year, him could have played a next two World Cup.
Exactly.
You get what I mean? So him
Mm-hmm.
gonna always say, yo, even
We could have get
even
two
if
World Cup out of Antonio.
yeah, exactly, you get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Look on players like even Neymar right now. Neymar could have played next 2 to 3 World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I say? Yeah, so for me personally, it would have keep the when me talk about the Jamaican players, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me think it would have keep them at a standard because even player like Fisher right now. Fisher could have said, yo, we have go World Cup, keep it at a certain standard. You know what I mean? A man
Mm-hmm.
like Alva Spoil done gone already, so you can't say nobody keep it to a standard. You see what I say about
All right. So
Fisher
look on
and
this
them
comment.
man they keep it at a standard.
Pagan made a very, very good comment. He said more cohesion would be built into the national teams because of frequency of
Frequency,
competition.
exactly.
Of course, some tournaments around the world would lose their significance. All right. So, for
It's,
example,
I mean,
some of these
it's the
tournaments,
World Cup, bro.
you
Yeah,
know, it never that important. Unlike say people that make a whole for money for some of these tournaments, i.e.
yeah,
the Gold Cup.
yeah.
I doubt there'll be any space for the Gold Cup. Maybe Nation League. So you would still have the
No,
Euros, which is
probably
enough from
probably the
day one.
Nation League gone. Probably no
Nation League
Nation
would
League and
gone.
Gold Cup. Yeah,
Maybe Gold Cup, just maybe.
yeah,
But me know the Copa America, Euros. All right, maybe Gold Cup, Copa America, World Cup, Copa America, Euros, African Cup of Nations, maybe. Because these
yeah.
tournaments are from 19 whatever, all long
Oh,
ago.
long, yeah.
So maybe these tournaments still retain that level of importance. And
Yeah,
maybe those tournaments will be played the year before.
yeah.
Maybe
Probably,
those
yeah.
tournaments will play the year before. To maybe do a prediction of who is likely to come out of Big Zone. Something of that
Yeah.
sort. Just as how the USA won
Or
the Gold Cup.
maybe them turn it into like knockout competition, like FA Cup.
Exactly.
You just knockout.
Just straight knockout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just straight knockout. So it's shorter. You see what I say?
Eagle Republic said, I think one problem would be the host. It would be hard for the host to construct new stadium like in Qatar. No, I think maybe more than likely. Think
Recycle.
about
What you talking about, man? Recycle.
exactly. What might
Recycle.
realize happening now is that they're going to use specific nations in the early stages so that it will give other nations that time period to build those stadiums. So if we know that for example, Jamaica is going to keep World Cup 2032, and they'll get information from 2026. So that's literally 6 years out that Jamaica would be funded by FIFA and all those external parties to build those stadiums.
Yeah.
And you see, Mr. Ricketts and his friends sliding from.
No, man,
sliding
Mr. Ricketts probably gone in a nursing home by them time. Man.
We'll see. Well, anybody who remember say them set the trend like that, you know, so anybody who come in, you know, stuff in there, all in the back pocket full, and I drop out 100 and I drop out, then still I try stuff in. Wicked.
Them can't get up on the $100.
Yeah, man. Wicked man, them man.
Yeah, so for me is that would be good for teams like Trinidad, Jamaica, and
build back them nations there.
Panama. You get what I mean?
Yeah,
and
even Suriname, what try build something right now.
Yeah, Suriname, Guadeloupe. You would get cause no that if it's every 2 years, right? If it's every 2 years, you see all heap of these young kids who are come out the academy are even 18, 19. I'm gonna say, yo, it'll take too long to get in an England squad. So yo, hear me I say, yo, I'm gonna go to Trinidad, you know.
Yeah.
The World Cup will come, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna jump, I'm gonna go to Trinidad or I'm gonna go for Jamaica.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If a player
go Andy Ross.
If a player see 2 cycle pass him, you know, he knows that I got
man,
you know.
Gone, man.
Gone. Nah, see because he knows that the 3rd cycle. But because the 4 year now, people
them can't wait.
Don't
them
start.
Can't wait.
What I don't want the people in the comment section do is believe say, me I run with it right away. Me now give show the positives. Me I show the positives that can come out right. No, there's so much positive we just discussed a while ago that it can bring forward. We could discuss the negatives now. We know that World Cup is an elite competition. The reason why it's an elite competition It's because of how scarce it is. Every 4 year, the anticipation, the suspense, all them something will build up. People look forward to that. You know, when then the African World Cup that go on and the Jabalani, and you know them build up there.
Yeah.
Like,
Vuvuzela, all of them things there.
so you might lose that.
I mean,
So you lose
I
the
don't
build up
think so.
versus a country who are benefit financially. Every 2 year, you lose that is negative. You lose the build up, the suspense, versus the country who are gain the finances to support the players in the country who can also participate, have a stronger chance of participating on the larger scale. So imagine a country just out of the blues, one Iceland, one Switzerland, just come and just go World Cup final, so right away zoom in,
No,
every
but that
nation
good.
zoom in
But
on
that
these
good.
talents.
But that good.
Yeah,
That's
man.
to me right now. If we do the every 2 years right now, to me, like I said, in the next probably six years, to me Jamaica can be just as good as Belgium. We probably don't
You
win
think
no
so?
cup. I mean, in the next 6 years, with all of the talent,
But
the
it's still, we
players
still have
were
issues.
the
We still
players
have
with
issues.
Jamaica.
We still have issues to fix, man.
No,
So we don't know if next 6 years.
No, I mean, the next 6 years, Tapa gone, so it's not gonna be a different coach.
You think so?
Me I say, yo.
Hold on.
Man,
You believe set up all left in the next 6 years?
I don't even left. We are kicking out.
Hey, listen, man.
Hear me I say.
Well, I'm a shooter. Things and time change.
Yeah, no. Everybody things and time change.
I don't miss a Tapa says so things and time change. If I miss it,
Hear me I say, yo. If you look on the crop of players where, all right, may I put America versus Jamaica overseas players, right? You realize the Jamaica overseas players way better than the American overseas players.
Them have 3 standout players. Des, Pulisic, McKennie.
Yeah.
But really, them 3
guys
guys are really standout.
But come from Jamaica, them actually better than them American players there. I mean, overall, like when I look on overall talent.
Well, all right. So you see, Pulisic, me feel like the Pulisic better than Liam Bailey. People are arguing against that, but I feel like the Pulisic.
I start this now.
My personal opinion, though. Me feel like me feel like better than Liam Bailey.
To me personally, no, not really. Not really. From the way Bailey play. To me, he more understand the game more than Pulisic. To me personally, Pulisic probably can run a little bit faster than him and run around some man. But when it comes to football in IQ, to me, Bailey, anytime you see Bailey go out on the wing, him always look for somebody to actually cross the ball to, not for just cross it, just for cross it. Look on Bailey crosses them, it almost always reach the person.
Yeah, man, accurate, man, accurate.
You know what I mean? So, accurate.
See, on a level of talent, like Bailey one of the top young talented players right across Europe. He's one of.
Yeah, bro. But, even the old Sancho thing, although I rate Sancho.
You see the post of me.
But I say, to me, Bailey is still better than, I mean, I say
you know some Instagram post?
Liam.
You know some Instagram post?
No, but it's a Facebook post here.
Oh, if in Facebook post,
Yeah. But to me,
I see one post on Instagram.
Bailey out of most of the players, them, even the American, when we look on all of the American players, them.
Yeah.
So Bailey IQ, football IQ still higher than them man, they just fitter and more disciplined when it come to an overall team. You know what I mean?
I mean, but to me, but then we'll get back on Bailey and Pulisic. I'm going to run on poll pan it. I'm going to run one thing,
Yeah, man, run on poll and don't be biased because Jamaica look pan out, even if you want to go watch highlights.
Yeah, man, I'm going to run. You do one of them stats up, man, pan the two of them.
Yeah, man, Bailey IQ way higher than Pulisic, brother. Pulisic just fast and naturally fast.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Yeah.
All right, so Ricardo said, I'm glad it now starts soon. Pagan said, there's no time to be off your game as a player. You have to maintain the standard. Big up AA. Every 2 years would be a logistic nightmare. It depends on if things are put in place before you are given the notice that you will be hosting the World Cup.
Why would it be a logistic nightmare?
I don't really think so. Because
I
look
don't
at it.
think so.
This year we are play Gold Cup all over the place. They are play Gold Cup.
Exactly.
Next year
World Cup qualifiers.
World Cup qualifiers all over the place. So they're still traveling. I remember I know say before they stopped the international friendlies, you know. No, before them start about for cup games, you know, international friendlies. Some friendlies whenever make no sense. People have to play. So I mean, I'm
Jamaica don't even play a lot of friendlies too. That's the next thing.
And that means we're not playing a friendlies. So we are working about logistics. We never use logistics.
We never play the ball game. You see what I'm saying?
We never can make two friends with Cayman Islands or other places, you know, just to keep the ball.
No, we don't want to play them a local base to go play Cayman.
Yeah, but at least give the local man the opportunity to come
wear the
colors.
That's true.
Give them the opportunity to come wear the colors and represent the nation. Some man will play good. The JPL just finished. We know so we can select some really talented players out of the JPL. Give them the opportunity there to come wear the colors. Make them see hope. Make them see say, yo, the hope is there. And you'll be surprised when one of them really stand out. A few of them really, really stand out and get the shots, all right? You can come across the one time. We'll go play the bigger games then.
Yeah, true.
So
I'm ask you a question.
Yeah.
Because me did I think about it the other day. I kind of side note still. But me did I look concept, me did want to reach out to like Craig Butler.
Huh?
Yes, me did I say me I want to reach out to him and ask him like, yo, how I can go about becoming like a football agent or
starting one
work.
Or you can go about starting your own academy?
No man, not even start my own academy. Like probably go through his academy to become like a football agent. You see what I mean? Like
become an agent.
Yeah.
Oh, me no know.
Yeah. Something like that. Me that thing about I say I want to reach out to him and talk about. You know,
maybe I can
if
link it. School, I know a funny thing about it. When me live in a town, me live close to him, you know. I think I never remember which part. I think I still well. Up there.
Yeah. But I mean, me can link Ryan LFC, man, and say, yo.
Link Ryan.
You see me? So come here and say, yo, that if you want getting at them thing there, that I right man for link, you know.
Yeah.
Right, man. Yeah, cause I want getting at the coaching or the agent thing, man.
So you start the coach's badges yet?
No, but let's start the coaching because more I respond the agent part. So you want to talk team about that first still, but sorry for the side note, but you know what I mean? But to me, it is a positive for smaller nations. You remember Hungary during in Euros, or them play good. If you watch Euros, you know. Yeah, so if you like them liquor nation the way I come up now, and Jamaica, it'll make more cohesiveness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the players then get to be around, and even the players them even get to come to Jamaica more often. And probably even do some charity.
The thing about I am a friend with a few scouts, scouts and also agents. Now the agency where that Nico Brett signed for, I know a few members there. Good to talk regular.
Yeah.
But me never asked them before how they go about the scouting and the recruitment of players. But for sure, what I'm going to do, I'm going to invite one of these guys on the show.
Yeah,
have a discussion. Me can invite him to have a discussion. Me could see how the inside world of agency and scouting.
Even you start. You start.
So I think I'm going to do that. So that me feel like we as Jamaicans, a lot of football fans, we want to know. Because we don't want to know what impact our players have while we don't see enough of football players that move right across the board.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that one idea. So I run through some more questions. He said it would force the national federation to run more efficiently. I agree. So these are a lot of positives. Travis said players would burn out.
Probably some a negative I would say is obviously some competitions are gonna get cancelled out. So you know
Travis said players player burnout. You think that would be a big factor?
No, but them play league them league. Them play. I mean, right now, them play a whole heap of football, so some things that get cut out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Some things that have to get cut out, so would I got to
Yeah.
probably like the same amount of games where them normally play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, enough things have to get cause
All right.
probably Gold Cup I forgot. Probably what you call it? The South American League probably that have just turned on knockout competition.
Yeah, maybe
like
them do like a little quick knockout thing, you know?
Yeah,
Get it done
knockout
fast.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
done
so I'm
fast.
run
Yeah,
through some of the
I
comments,
think,
some more comments.
yeah.
Ian Campbell said tactical manager. Say you people must be happy that Tapa is Jamaica's national head coach. Ricardo Robinson said we have to care about the players. They are not robots. That's true. And that is the reason we just mentioned that possibly a few competition might cut out as well. Eagle Republic said maybe the Gold Cup would use as World Cup qualifiers. Then maybe we just have a Gold Cup and it's a World Cup qualifiers.
That is actually a good idea, you know. Probably the Gold Cup can be like if you know, it depends.
Yeah. So the top four in the Gold Cup and them I go through.
Yeah, so so probably the third the man will win like the third place or win the bronze medal.
Them are automatical 3.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
And the fourth place will fight out it somewhere else with some
Yeah,
nation right across the world.
Yeah, man.
Pagan said you dismiss some friendlies and organize it correctly. Logistically, it can work out. I agree with that. Carvel Ray Francis said, how would the qualifying run go? We just discussed that. Richard Stewart said, this might cause more England-born players pulling for Jamaica. Exactly. That is what I want to touch on now. So may I keep the point, run through some of it. Pagan said, military, you have a good voice. I mean, like listen to myself, brother. And people unlike Tapa Whitmore would have to get off. All right. And get the job done. Pagan said negatives. The shock that World Cup would be every 2 years logistically, poorer countries would struggle financially. No, poor countries would actually be able to manage it because FIFA would be chumping more money more frequently into those nations. Ricardo Robinson said, which good is as Belgium? Yeah, me not think so that.
In the next 6 years, yo. If you take out De Bruyne, if you take out De Bruyne and Lukaku out of Belgium side,
don't say that. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Too much ball in a Belgium team. If you say that.
No, brother. Take out De Bruyne and Lukaku, they can barely beat Canada. Remember me tell you that.
Jeez.
They can barely beat Canada.
Me not agree with that.
Real talk.
I'll be honest. I do not agree with that.
Yo, if De Bruyne don't in them team, they don't win 3 matches.
All right, you know what I gonna do? What I gonna do? I bring up the Belgian team. You have
to look who start. You have to look who start. Belgium have won.
I not agree with that. Not at all. But
why?
Your point of view, as I said, I don't agree.
Be honest.
What gonna look on it?
Euros, be honest. In a Euros, the one game the man they've never played De Bruyne, start De Bruyne, the man have put on De Bruyne. We come for just for win the game. So may I tell you, brother, take out De Bruyne and take out Lukaku, them can hardly beat Canada. May I tell you. when Davis
so in the same sense, you have got to take out Davis then out of Canada, right?
No. What me I say is Canada still not strong as Belgium. So me I say, yo, if you take out De Bruyne and Lukaku and slot in somebody else in them 2 positions there and play them versus Canada, they're gonna have a warm time. Cause De Bruyne are them heartbeat. You get what I mean?
But
De Bruyne are them heartbeat.
All right, so me could look on the Belgian team now. I'm gonna look on the Belgian team.
Yeah.
So basically, we look on some players who know say. So we have Cohen from Wolfsburg. We have Simeon Mignolet from Club Rouge. We have Courtois. We have Tate from Belgium. We have Boyata from Hertha Berlin. Denere from Olympic Lyon. We have Timothy Castagne from Leicester City. We have Jan Vertonghen from Benfica. You know him come from Tottenham.
Spurs.
We have Toby Alderweireld from can't remember the name. Aldul Hall. Actually, he might come from Tottenham as well. You have Hans Van der Ken from Club Brugge. We have Dunker from Wolverhampton. We have Alexis Salesmakers from Milan, AC Milan. We have Axel Witsel, one of the best central defensive midfielder. I rate him, highly rate the brother. We have Yannick Carrasco, Atletico Madrid, your Talisman, Kevin De Bruyne, and we have Dodi from Wolfsburg. We have also again Keteleri from Club Brugge, Trossard from Brighton, and Michy Batshuayi. You see how much top name that me just call? You see how much top name that me just call a while ago?
Yes, I know, I'm going to get it. But how much of them ball are they? How much of them ball? Me say, yo, take out De Bruyne out of them starting the level, them struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Who in there?
Lukaku the night. Lukaku do night.
Yeah. No, yo.
Let me show you another set of players. Look for some players are still in the night as well. Thomas Fouquet. Vecheran and Lukaku there, so Dres Mertens.
Yeah.
Them the man in the night.
Yeah. But
you're on mute, me not hear you. In disconnected people, but big up. In disconnect, shooter gonna disconnect. People, remember to smash the like button on the live. Gone 41 minutes. Just gonna drop an hour. And I that lose the shooter gonna maybe internet drop. But as we said still, Peter said the end of the eye for the World Cup. Big up tennis. Look at both players, transfer fee and how Bailey costs. Pagan said yes, because team would be forced to play games. Big deal, Allen. Big up, bro. Big up. Lot of respect. All right, so take the last comment right now. Man said, the next Javon Watson would be in heaven if that happens. Tapa would be pulling people out of retirement like Lazarus on. Hey, Eagle Republic. Hey, where you get them analogies from? Where did you get those analogies from, bro? Exactly. Even the Hazard brothers, Thorgan Hazard and Eden Hazard. Big up Marlon Lingard, the military gunner. What's up with the Maribel man? A rebel not coming back on Record Voice Squad no more. We'll see. Me not sure what I go on film. Man said them woman I call him so late. Pagan said, hey, he obviously grew up a super religious. All right, people. Guys, make sure to smash the like button. I think that is it for me. Hopefully, you guys have a good night. Make sure you guys have a good night. And I see you guys tomorrow. And I will be dropping a lot more updates. So, guys, please take your time. Have a good sleep tonight. Relax. USA game coming up. As you know, the World Cup is potentially going to be every 2 years. There's positives and there's negatives. But I believe that there's more positives than negatives. The bigger negative is player burnout and World Cup losing the prestigiousness that it has. Positives, nations going to be getting more finances, more highlights, and all those aspects. A stronger chance of some nations getting the opportunity to go into the World Cup. So, big up, people. Marlon Lingard. Oh, what's up with the Michael military? What's up with Michael Hector? People, if you don't want to know, you know, if you don't want elite information, people, if you guys want elite information, join the Patreon. Join my Patreon. I'm going to drop the link. I'm going to drop the link, people. Some want to join the Patreon. I have nobody in the Patreon right now. I look to build a platform there. So I'm going to drop the link. So give me a second, people. I do apologize. Just give me a second. I'm trying to find Patreon link. Trying to find the Patreon link. So this the Patreon. It doesn't matter where you are, right across the world, you can join the Patreon. You can get access to the Reggae Boy group chat where you get all the elite information. The patrons and the members get all elite information. So I'm trying to build a Patreon because not everyone can access the membership. So all members of the channel will get free access to the Patreon because they are already members. So join the Patreon, you get all elite information. Hector, Ravel, Alvas, Andre Blake. Join the Patreon. So people, massive respect. I'll pin the Patreon link also in the comment section. You can go and join it. I'll see you guys again. Enjoy the rest of your night, people. And hopefully you guys had a good day. Have a good night, people. Military Guna TV, people. And we are out.